Okay, I think I'm live on Facebook. Not yet. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. If you are watching this live, hopefully you're joining with me, but if you're watching the recording, that works too. If you saw in the title, I'm going to be talking about the Adaptiv Line. This one is very, very, very important right now, especially. The Adaptiv Line is our calming blend. That is what dōTERRA created this one for. So as many of you are probably experiencing or dealing with, especially if you have children that were home from school at one point in time throughout last year and then for a little bit again this year, you've been experiencing some stress. We don't even have kids in school, and we are experiencing it with everything going on and how crazy everyone's lives are and how different things are now, and having to see what that looks like, what's coming up for you in that, and if you are a person who is already experiencing those kinds of feelings, anxious feelings, then this is even heightened for you, being stuck at home. So I want to touch on Adaptiv. I feel this is a line that does not get talked about enough. I know I am not talking about it enough. So I want to touch on how we can use it, what we can use it for, and then this might be something you might want to consider putting into your order if you are a current dōTERRA customer, and if you're not yet, that's fine. If this is something that speaks to you, then we can help you get started, because the Adaptiv Line is very, very important for our mental health. So first of all, I want to talk about there are 3 parts to this line, and then there are some few added benefits that dōTERRA brought out. So there is a roller ball, so it's a diluted version, so this is really great for kids as well. And then the full strength essential oil. And there are also, I don't have the bottle because I keep all my supplements in my case, but it also comes in a capsule. It's really hard to see, but so the essential oil is actually in the capsule along with so many other pieces. So I'm going to start talking about the capsule because they are kind of like the foundation of you taking the capsule every day is going to start, you're going to start noticing shifts in your mental health. So how it all kind of works, we all know moods and emotions affect our body physically. So when we are thinking about negative things, we're worrying about stuff, we're bringing on stress into our own body. Sometimes it's things we can't control, and sometimes it is things that we can control. So tuning back into that and figuring out why that thing is causing you stress, and then getting to the root of why that situation or thing is causing you stress. And it, like, speak out loud if you have a very supportive partner that you can talk to, or a friend or anyone. Like, express how you're feeling. That has always been a good way for a lot of people to release a lot of this stuff, because we hold a lot in. More so, I find, I'm noticing through all the work I've been doing, is a lot of women hold a lot of things in, especially if you're a mom and you have a lot going on with your kids. We hold a lot of that stuff in, and that's not healthy for our mind. It's not healthy for our body. So we need to start releasing these things and talking about it and using different tools that we have to start allowing this stuff to be not okay, because sometimes stress is not okay, but like working through it and forgiving yourself for allowing these things to work through, because it all takes time. So some ways that we can use the capsules by themselves without even getting the rest would be a great starting point for anyone looking to take care of this stress and anxiety in their life. So it really supports your mood, and it brings you to an improved state of mind. So the constant worry and the thoughts that kind of jump around in your head, and I experience it too. I started taking these when daycare was closed and I was home with both boys, and I was taking it before that, but that's when I really started taking it frequently and using the roll-on like constantly throughout the day, putting the essential oil in our diffuser to help the whole home. Now that's helping everyone. It's not just helping me personally. It really calms and brings and promotes positive feelings. That is one that is really, really important, because if you're thinking about negative, this is going to happen, then you're just going to snowball and go down a rabbit hole, and that is not healthy for anyone. So really bringing positive feelings, tuning into affirmations is a really good way to help with this. I know I have done this, and we listen to, I love the Calm app. It's a meditation app, and they also have sleep stories and everything else. But there's so many free things you can find on YouTube. Just find what works for you. Even just taking, if you have a lot of constant chaos and stress, just taking those 5 minutes, grabbing your oil, putting a few drops in your hands, and just breathing it in. Like rub them together. We call this the scent tent. You can do this with any oil. And if you have this oil, just grab it with me and just breathe it in. Or if you have wild orange or anything, just breathe in. Grab the oil that you need and just breathe it in. And this is a great way to bring like a great habit to start when these things get kind of chaotic and stressful. And then I just use my hair as a diffuser after. When things get stressful, just take those 5 minutes. If it's bringing on calm music to help, do that while you're breathing in your oil, or do anything that can help bring those feelings of negative feelings or the stressful feelings, bring them down. What else do we have? So it can bring feelings of alert. So it's not always necessarily a calming, like you can use this to help with sleep, but it's not always about bringing that into always coming into like feelings of tired or sleep. You can bring it to like awaken or uplift you through the day. It really helps with relaxation. For anyone who's anxious in new situations, this one is really good because it can help like ease your body into and your mind when you know you're going somewhere that there's going to be a lot of people. If that's kind of a stress for you, then just use this. Use your tools that you have to help adapting to new situations. It really helps your cognitive function and your emotional balance. That is one that is very important as well, because these aren't just we're taking it and it's not going to do anything. It is, and then you have to be consistent. That's one thing you have to be consistent about with oils, is taking it on a consistent basis and using, so throughout your day. So let's say you take your capsule in the morning, and then throughout the day something happens at work or something happens with the kids or you're stuck in traffic and it's really stressful for you. always have your roller ball with you. And then just roll that on, breathe it in wherever you need to. And then throughout the day, if you're either at home or if you're at work and you're allowed to have a diffuser, having your essential oil, throw it in the diffuser is a great way to help with these situations and bring calm to your mental health and mental well-being. Again, we talk about all of this. It can help with mood and relieving tension. I know that is one that a lot of people can experience, is like you feel a low vibration, you feel your mood is low, then things start to snowball, or you find yourself scrolling social media because you want to feel better about yourself. Well, what we all know is scrolling social media does not make us feel any better. It makes us feel worse because you're seeing things that people are doing that you're making yourself now feel a lack of. I'm not good at this because, and then you look at this person, now you're comparing yourself to them, and it's like, I've done it. I've been there, and I've actually started to set social media timers because I know I am not serving myself and I am not who I want to be when I sit on social media and I get stuck in a scroll hole for an hour. It is not serving me because I am like more irritable. I am like aggravated. If it's to go on there to check a few comments of posts that I've done, then that's fine. Like I set a timer, 10, 15 minutes, or sometimes a half an hour. Once I've done all the things I need to do, I kind of reward myself by looking and just seeing what other people are up to. And then filling your social media with positive things. Don't have a bunch of people on there that are kind of negative and talking bad about, like, oh, this happened and blah, 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 and they're so negative, and that's consecutively, they're posting stuff about this. Don't have those people on your feed. I've scheduled mine so that if they're family, whatever, I don't have them show up first in my newsfeed. If it's Facebook, let's say, I can set them as a person I see first. So let's say I want to see something that my upline is posting in her groups. I can click see that first, and then that person is always going to show up first on my newsfeed. So just a really nice tip. If you know someone who's always posting really positive quotes, or you follow a page that is posting positive quotes that are like that make you feel good when you read that, it's not going to put you in a place of lack or feeling bad about yourself, or now you're comparing yourself. You don't want to feel like that. Make yourself feel good by putting things around you that you see that are really supportive of your emotions. So one thing I've actually started doing too is putting positive affirmations around my house. It sounds crazy, but I write something on a little post-it note and I stick it somewhere in my house. So my bathroom mirror is a place that I'll always go morning and night, and then I see it throughout the day. So it's a positive affirmation that I see while I'm brushing my teeth before I go to bed, and then while I get up and do all my things in the bathroom. So the GABA actually in our brain, so this is another thing that wild orange can really help with, and wild orange is in this blend as well, which is really nice, can help reduce the feelings of apprehension, fear, by decreasing the ability to allow that emotion in your mind. So that is where these capsules, I still have the bottle, but that is where these little capsules can help with that, by increasing the GABA feelings in our mind. And then GABA can also reduce mental and physical strain. So sometimes we feel physically exhausted from something, but it also can affect us mentally. We maybe physically didn't do something strenuous that day, but we were doing something and worrying about something that was causing us stress. That can also overwhelm your body and feel physical from it, because of what you're thinking about is now. I'm learning all of this in my course, which is like incredible how all my oils can play into this. But the thoughts go into our conscious mind. That's where everything goes that we learn, into our conscious mind. And then the actions from that and the feelings we take from that information goes down into our subconscious mind. And then from that, it goes into our body. And that is the actions that we take. So, for example, if I was to learn, or let's say someone told me something that I am not good enough, or I am not good enough at doing something, well, that creates an emotion in my mind, like, oh, that person doesn't like me. And then that then starts to create actions from the feeling down into my body. Now I start to feel closed off, or I get self-conscious just because of that one thing that someone said. That is where using your oils and helping to not allow that spiraling effect to happen is so, so important, because how many times do we do this? We think of one thing, oh, that person doesn't like me, but maybe they didn't necessarily even say that. You're just assuming they didn't like you. And now you're bringing that into a feeling, which is causing true feelings in your body. And like, everyone's going to feel it differently in their body, and now that's becoming an action. So you've either pulled back from every relationship in your life just because of that one comment that somebody said. And like, you see how this is not serving us by the little things that we do, and the things we think about is not serving us at all. So when you feel that, tune into your oils and start saying your affirmations. Start saying, like, I am enough, I am worthy, I am beautiful, whatever works for you. Start saying these things, because then it triggers a different part of your body and doesn't allow these things to happen and to keep creating those habits. Those are habits that we do. So then grabbing for your oils, like I said, I've probably said that 500 times. That is like so, so important. Just grab for your oils and apply them, breathe them in whenever you need to. And applying them multiple times a day, not just once before you go out the door and then go off on your whole day. Bringing them with you. Make little dram size, like, these are such cheap little bottles to get, and they're dram sizes, and you can put a little sticker on the cap so you know exactly what it is. Put a few drops in there. I have a keychain that I carry on my keys that fit, I think, 6 of these little bottles, and I have it with me everywhere I go. So anytime I'm needing something, I've pulled the top 6 or 8 oils. I can't remember how many are in there. And whenever I need something, I have it with me. So like, I keep roller balls in my purse. Like, I love perfume blends that I've made up, or if I'm getting like tension in my neck, I have my past tense or my peppermint in there. And like, there's so many things that I've done in order to help when these situations come up. So I'll tell you what's in each of these blends. So like I said, this one is diluted. It's this inside of this with coconut oil. So in the blend is lavender, magnolia, neroli, sweet gum, wild orange, peppermint, copaiba, and rosemary. So copaiba and rosemary bring on the feelings to soften the anxiety that you're feeling. Wild orange and peppermint give you uplifting energy. And then the lavender, magnolia, neroli, and sweet gum provide the stress relief. So that is where all of these work together in harmony and help bring ease and balance to your body. So another way you can roll this on to your pulse points, like your wrists, are a really good spot. That's kind of where we've always like sprayed our perfume, if that's something you're still using. But flip it over, try something different, because toxic fragrance is actually very harmful for us. And us women, it's very hard on our hormones. It brings actual negative effects to our hormones. And then next time, if you're able to, you go for a massage and you're feeling a lot of stress and tension in your body, bring this oil with you. There's no reason why your massage therapist, unless they say no, but they really shouldn't, because they're benefiting from it once they're applying it to you. So just tell them how to use it, place a few drops in their hands if they're not familiar with oils, and then they will either be using a lotion or an oil of some kind. So just tell them, put a few drops. They can put it right on your back if you're getting your back worked on, and massage it in. And this is a good one to use for a massage. And you can also use it in a bath. That is the most important part. So dōTERRA actually came out with this calming bath oil. And this was a holiday item, but it's still available. If nobody grabbed this yet from the holiday collection, go and grab it. It's still available on the Canada warehouse. I just ordered some more because we actually ran out of this one. But this is the calming bath oil. So if you don't have this, then you can always use your oil. So you want to put 3 to 4 drops in your Epsom salts. So what we do is get a little glass container, or if you have a glass or metal, wooden, whatever scoop you're using, put your oils right into that scoop or that glass jar, and then let them soak in for a few seconds before pouring it under the water in your bath. That is a great way to help the oils emulsify into the water and not just sit on top, because oil and water don't mix. And then in your diffuser, like we've talked about, like always have this going in your diffuser, and put the bottle beside your diffuser so that you'll always remember to use it. And then always putting a few drops in our hands, rubbing them together, doing that scent tent over your nose, and just sitting, and just go into a quiet place if you need to. Sit and breathe in that oil. It is so, so important for our emotional well-being, especially the last year that we had, and then coming now into this year. So that is everything I have to share. I was going to do a quick little video because I don't think I can flip my screen around with Facebook and then Instagram. You'd have to tune over to my Facebook page, but I've had a few people asking, excuse me, how do I place a loyalty rewards order? So I want to touch on that because there's so many people I'm finding that are placing an oil or an order. They're on loyalty rewards, or I will teach you how to place an order if you're not on loyalty rewards yet, and this is something you want to do. But again, I'll have to show it in a different video. That is the only thing. But for anyone wanting to place a loyalty order, so yeah, I will go back. The LRP is loyalty rewards order. Yeah, loyalty rewards program. I had a brain fart for a minute. So then that is where you can order anything you want per month, and then there's little increments throughout the month, or for that order, for each month, that you either get free shipping back, or you get a free product, or you can get the promo that dōTERRA is offering. So this month, my earlier video, I think it was part 1, I was talking about On Guard, because you can get 4 On Guard products for free this month if you place a 200 PV order. So tune back into that video if that's something you're interested in, or message me directly and I can help you get that figured out. But I'm going to be doing another video, and I'll just do it quick right now, of how to place a loyalty order, because I've had a few people do that. And some of them are on loyalty orders, but when it's like a promo or a BOGO or something, I'm noticing they're still placing it as a standard order, which you don't actually get your shipping for free. So that is one thing you have to be very mindful of. So I'll show you how to do that in the next little video. But this is all for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about another oil or product. Not sure yet. Take care, everyone. Bye.